win at Timber Creek.
But what else is new for this Williamstown defense? They put up another shutout to start the season off. It's very tough, especially in the red zone, to score against this defense. We got guys like Donovan Izaraku that can rush the passer, and guys in the back end like Keon Saab and Brody Cole.
Continuing to talk about the Williamstown offense, what's important to note is that Dougie Brown at quarterback is going to get a better opportunity than he did last week because Timber Creek's defense was more of a bend but don't break style. Not the case here with Kingsway. Coach Hendricks has his guys up in the line of scrimmage. It's going to open up some opportunities for maybe Makai Gamble and certainly Dougie in the long ball.
I think the X factor is going to be, misspoke his name again, Brody Coburn. He's the guy, he's the X factor for this offense. He's going to be guys who's going to be getting those jet sweeps, those handoffs. You're going to see a lot of motion of him pre-snap. I think he's a weapon that they can find some mismatches and score some points tonight.
Now, on the defensive side of the ball, they're going to be facing a quarterback in Nate Myers, who's senior quarterback for Kingsway. He threw for 2 touchdowns. The offense had 3 rushing touchdowns in a convincing win against Highland, but they have never seen a defense like they're going to see tonight.
Well, both sides of the ball, like I said, both teams pitched shutouts in their opening game, 35-0. That's pretty convincing. Your defense is going to come out, especially with a limited offseason, limited preseason. Defenses are going to advance a little bit more than the offenses, but I expect the slugfest. Is why I expect a guy like Brody Colbert to be the X factor and be the player of the game.
It's the 1-0 Braves and the 1-0 Dragons. It's right here on BFA Sports and pay-per-view. Will join us next, exclusively sponsored by Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
Look, they're here for
led by
For the playing of the national anthem performed by Kingsway's own marching band.
The Chop House has gone on to Swedesboro, and we welcome you to tonight's broadcast here on VFA Sports. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, and our crew here tonight. The 1-0 Braves and the 1-0 Dragons. Good matchup tonight with the undefeated teams, but more importantly than that, the pretty much match up evenly on the defensive side. It's going to be the offense that's going to determine this game tonight.
Well, we're going to, we talk about usually the last team with the ball is going to be the team to win, last team to score, maybe the first team to score, Chris. The way these two defenses have came out in 2020, pitching shutouts in their opening game, it's going to be interesting to see who can move the ball and who can score when you get in the red zone.
That number 9 is the quarterback, Ben Myers, for the Dragons. Again, threw for over 200 yards last week and 2 touchdowns. Nick Bruno, center, big center for Williamstown. Can't miss him. He is the Brave captain tonight. Coaches, Mark Hendricks and Pat Gallagher at the center of the field for the coin toss. We also want to give a special shout-out to those who are watching the ballgame tonight in the parking lot of the Estates in Williamstown. Rocky Galelli's got everybody going with the screen outside. So we hope you're enjoying the broadcast tonight here on BFA. Temperature 60 degrees. It's getting a little chillier, but there is no chance of rain tonight. So good ball game on tap, as there will be no football next week. We were just told by the athletic director here, Dean Insana, that the game against Clearview next week has been scrubbed because of an outbreak, believe it or not, at Clearview High School. And the Braves did try to find an opponent, but nothing really was suitable, as the Braves have won the toss. They're going to defer, so we're going to see Ben Myers first and the Dragon offense that played so well against Highland last week in their 35-0 victory. That's Coach Pat Gallagher in his first year. He's 1-0, rallying his troops, and then we'll see the defense first. It's such a surreal environment because, this is the game. We're at a beautiful facility here in Kingsway. Brand new carpet turf was dedicated before the game. And then you look across, and of course, because of the social distancing, there's, maybe 400 or 500 people here total, and could easily have been 4,000 or 5,000 people here.
It really could have, but I'm glad for all of our listeners and viewers that are tuned in right now. You can see the beautiful field. Got some new equipment, BFA Productions. They've stepped their game up for us, Chris. We gotta step our broadcast game up. It's a beautiful night for football.
Absolutely. Williamstown football exclusively sponsored by Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut, especially the one in Glassboro that sponsors the original stuffed crust special. 1 topping, large pie for $13.99. Use promo code LE. At your participating Pizza Hut. Brendan Amico, the senior kicker, will get things started tonight. A little slow here, isn't it?
Yeah, they're taking their time.
Let's get moving. Elias Collins is back deep for the Dragons. He is standing at the 5-yard line. And away we go tonight from Swedesboro. And Miko's kick, it is Collins. He's at the 5, and he gets just short of the 30-yard line. And that is where the Dragons and Ben Myers will come out. Matt Curran on the stop on special teams for the Braves. But we have a flag down. So right off the bat, we've got a flag. Owen Marsh is our official tonight.
Shut up, bro. No need.
This is a dead ball on sportsmanlike against Williamstown. And it's on Brody Colbert. So Brody Colbert immediately in the scorebook flagged with an unsportsmanlike on the opening kickoff. And that's going to put the ball for the Dragons outside their 40 to the 44. So Ben Myers and Elias Collins are going to have it in great shape to start the ball game. Again, Myers, senior, 6'1", 190. And he hands off to Collins in his first carry of the game, and he gets 1.5 yards across the 45-yard line. Stopped by Donovan Ezeraku.
A little simple dive, veer option. Look, you see the quarterback pull the ball out and go around the corner if you don't stay in your lanes and do your assignment.
2nd and 8. And there's that Brave defense that was incredible. And I say incredible because twice they had turnovers in their own territory and they didn't allow anything for Timber Creek. On 2nd down, Myers to put it up. It's a screen underneath, and it was read beautifully. Turner Inge was able to make it a short run for Darryl Brown on the left side. He picked up about 3, but it'll bring up a 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
I am impressed with that play call by the Kingsway staff. You got a pass rusher that's heading to the ACC and Donovan Ezeraku. And the first opportunity you get, you throw a screen at him. It almost worked, but a great play by Turner Inge from the linebacker position.
Take a look at this setup. Myers' pass is caught, and that little move is going to get the first down for Trevor Shorter. He had a touchdown catch last week against Highland. He gets to move the sticks for the Dragons.
Good job by Shorter, just getting to the sticks. A little bit of a soft coverage on the corner on the far side. And Kingsway opens up with a first down. Start this drive.
It's the Myers, not triplets because they're not the same age, but sophomore Nate, senior Ben, senior Steve. This one's out, but Myers is able to recover it in the backfield. That's a loss on the play.
Look at Chad Davis in the backfield. He's the next one in line. He's built that same lanky, athletic frame as Donovan Ezeraku is. Only a 3-man front that you'll see most of the night from Williamstown. And between those two guys on the edge and the guy who we spoke about a lot last week, Xavier Alexander, number 44, he'll be playing the nose. Don't let his height fool you. This guy is a monster on the defensive line.
Loss of 3. It's a 2nd down and 13. Myers, this is the fullback off the right side. Getting a couple yards is Zach Schneider.
Pick up a 7 yards. Good job just bouncing the ball to the outside. That's how you see Donovan Ezeraku.
Loss of 3.
He moves over a little bit inside. Turner Inge steps up on the edge. And luckily for him, he was able to get the ankles and force a 3rd down.
So it's a 3rd down and 7. The ball at the 42. Now, the way we're situated here, we've got the chains behind us. We're actually in the front this way, so we'll wait for the spots. 3rd down, a play fake for Myers. Rolling out deep and a diving attempt and off his hands and incomplete. He wanted Sylvester Van Morter, senior tight end. Flag is on the play.
Tight end guy behind Keyshawn Watkins on that play. Tried to lay out to make a dive. It would have been a spectacular catch, but as he hit the turf, the ball came out.
It's an eligible downfield as the signal against the Dragons. So now Marshall look over to Pat Gallagher, and he wants to know if he's going to accept it or decline it. If you decline it, it's the 4th and 7. If you accept it, it's 3rd and long, and they're going to decline it. So it's 4th down and 7. You move the sticks a little bit against the best defense in South Jersey. What do you do?
At this point, I think you got to punt the football. You got to trust your defense that pitched the shutout last week. Try to pin Dougie Brown and this offense back. And on the other side for Williamstown, you did a good job. You bent, but you didn't break. And you're going to get the ball back.
And they're going to do just that. This is Steve Myers' punt. Fielded. Keon Sabb. And you can just see the electricity every time he gets the ball in his hands to the 25-yard line. Only a 21-yard punt, 5 on the return, and the Braves are on offense for the first time tonight. No score here in Kingsway. You're watching Williamstown Braves football exclusively delivered by the Pizza Hut. So Dougie Brown, and he'll be the first one to tell you he didn't have a fantastic game, but it's like the winning pitcher in a game with a lot of offense. He was the winning quarterback. With Colbert in motion, Turner Inge, and he ran into his own player and then went right down immediately.
Wow.
Somebody got in the way.
I think that was Van Morter, number 22. He just stood up the right side of that offensive line, and as Turner Eames is trying to hit this hole, you'll see interior on the left side, number 22, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he stands up his blocker and pushes.
No, yeah, but did you see it?
I mean, that's just a good play. That's what you teach D linemen. You know, Russo's going to have to get a little bit more stout at that right guard position because
gain of a yard. Now, here's an option. They ran it effectively last week, but no sale there as Turner Inge is dumped after a gain of maybe a yard and a half. DJ DePietro in on the stop for the Dragons, and it'll be 3rd down and 7 after a gain of 2.
And that was a good tackle by DePietro, getting low on the ankles because that speed option, Turner Ings was turning that corner. He was going to get some heavy yardage with some momentum, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down for Williamstown.
With Inge in the backfield for protection, Brown rolls out, signals deep down the middle. Sab's got it. Keon Sab to the end zone. Touchdown, Braves.
Well, if you're Doug Brown and you got the best player in the state, the number 4 athlete in the country, you just throw it. You just point. You play football in the backyard. A lot of guys had to do it with this COVID. Look, Doug, just point. Just, hey, look, you go deep. I got it. Tight spiral, on the money, triple coverage. I'm just better than you. And look, Chris, I joked around, but I was kind of serious. I told Keon pregame, I said, look, we need you in Georgia now. We got a tough game against Tennessee. We're trying to get over the hump. We could use you in Athens. I know they've offered them. Who hasn't offered them in the country so far? But you talked about it pregame, Chris, the in-their-face style defense that Kingsway is going to play. There'll be some opportunities to go deep, and you got the best athlete in the state. You take a shot, and you nail it.
69 yards on the touchdown, and Miko's kick is no good. So the Braves, just like that, and we talked about it in the open, and we'll come back on that. It's 6-0 Braves. Pizza Hut exclusively sponsors Williamstown football here on BFA.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
The Big Dinner Box at Pizza Hut featuring contactless delivery. Contactless delivery. I like that. 6-0 Braves in front. 69-yard touchdown, Dougie Brown to Keon Sab. And a missed extra point, which is a rarity. And you see the score of the Braves in front. 7:17 on the clock here in the first quarter. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, and our BFA crew here tonight at Tony Barchuk Field that was dedicated with the brand new turf and at the cost of $1.2 million. Coffee had to pick up his headset. He was so floored when he heard that price tag. $1.2 million. So it looked like Kingsway was showing things early on defensively, forcing the Braves into a 3rd and long. But, again, we talked about that in the open, how they are in front of you, and it's going to open up opportunities for a long ball, and Dougie didn't miss.
Yeah, you know, it was a 3rd and medium situation, 3rd and about 7. You're probably going to play the sticks thinking they're going to run a 8 to 10-yard route to get the first down. And as Dougie scrambled out of the pocket to his right, got the best athlete in the state. You got to use him. And Keon Saab gets behind everybody.
Better kick. Collins will take this one at the 5, and he is pushed backwards.
There we go.
That's not Collins. It's actually Darryl Brown. But in either event, it doesn't matter because the special teams is much better. Now, here's Brody Colbert again having some words with referee Owen Marsh tonight. Sergio Rodriguez on special teams for the Braves makes the play. So now the Dragons are back inside their 20-yard line, and that's kind of where, if you're Mike Seidenberg, that's where you kind of want to see your opponent.
Exactly. I will make you a promise every time that I mess up Brody Colbert's name and call him Brody Croyle. I owe you and Doug Stasek a Gatorade. All right, it's on me. All right, I want to mess it up again. All right.
I don't think Brody cares, but I know people who will care.
I got him.
And he's our chef for the next home game.
Oh, Brody doesn't because he put on some weight this offseason. He's a little bigger than I thought.
He definitely is. That's the first thing I said to him when I saw him at Pizza Hut.
Yeah, we're like, hey, how you doing? I'm Coffee Jones. Nice to meet you. Got the Clay Matthews hair. I mean, this is what a linebacker looks like.
At the 19, they're showing like they're going to blitz. Roccabaldo jumped it, and Myers on the keeper got about 3 yards across the 20-yard line. Turner Inge makes the tackle.
You mentioned Roccabaldo. He comes in third string on the depth chart last season. You lose a guy like Gravener. You lose Brandon Perkins, 2 Division I caliber athletes, and you see him dancing around the line of scrimmage. He just fights through quick swim move and then just fights back to the football. Him and Turner Inge combined on the tackle.
Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. Brother Nate Myers is to the near side at the 22. Myers' pass is incomplete, but there's a flag down and the coverage by Taylor Robinson. But let's see what the flag's all about.
I feel like Taylor may have panicked a little bit. But our resident referee in the booth, Chris Losey, there's no uncatchable ball rule in high school, so it looks like that's going to be a flag against Williamstown.
So the pass interference foul is 15 yards from the previous spot, so you'll see how they'll mark it off. They'll put it to the 36, and it'll be a first down. By the way, it's not an automatic first down, but the yardage is sufficient, so they'll put it now actually at the 38. So pass interference on Taylor Robinson. And a first down. Now they're going to move the ball back a yard to the 37. There we go. So last week we had a lot of stuff after the whistle on sportsmanlikes and opening kickoff, and Brody gets flagged for an unsportsmanlike. Halfway through the first quarter, Braves in front 6-0, and then following the penalty, it's Myers again to the air, and that pass is caught at the 45-yard line, and the catch is made by Trevor Shorter.
Shorter again. He's a good-looking receiver, about 6 feet, maybe 170 pounds, a little bit of length. Ran a nice, crisp out route right there. Soft coverage by Taylor Robinson.
Picked up 8 on that play. It'd be 2nd down and 2.
You see the press coverage at the top of the screen by Taylor Robinson.
No more soft coverage there.
Not at all.
Keeper for Myers, and he'll just get the first down, and a flag comes in late. And our resident referee, who's next to the referee, Coffee Jones, is signaling a hold against the Dragons.
I think it was on Alexander. Yeah, maybe I think that might have been a questionable call. I've been an offensive line and a defensive lineman.
Well, it depends.
In my life, and either side of me is thinking that's a good call, and the other side is thinking it's a bad call.
If we get another shot at that. As they'll mark off the penalty, they'll put it back to the 35. Now, let's see what we got here. Who are we looking for here?
Looking at right on 44.
Oh, that's not a hole.
Yeah, I didn't think so. But we're not going to not take it.
That's not a hole. No, come on now. Let's not be like that now. You know where your bread is buttered, but come on now.
If it's going to be free breadsticks, we're going to say no. We went to pizza. We got the breadsticks free. I'm going to say no. We're going to take it.
2nd and 12 following the penalty. By the way, I had breadsticks before the game. Outstanding. Screen pass.
Brody.
That is considered a lateral. Oh, no, now they're blowing it dead, or was it an inadvertent whistle? One or the other. This is not going to do well for Williamstown because the whistle killed the play. The official on that sideline blew his whistle, and it was a lateral. And you can hear the Williamstown side.
Watch Brody Colbert attack this play. Bang!
That's definitely backwards. Now, here's the problem, though. When Collins chases it down, the official thinks he has it and blows it dead right there, but he doesn't. So we have an inadvertent whistle. Now, they can blow it dead at the spot, or the Braves can take it down over, and I'm sure they're going to take the play at the spot. But Pat Gallagher's probably irate. And now the explanation is now given to Brody on the inadvertent whistle. They blew it dead, and that's a terrible call, but you got to live with it. Here it is again, Coffee. It's just one of those things. You know, it's just one of those things. You have to see it through. You have to see it through. He's going to chase it. He's going to chase it. He's going to chase it. You got to watch him. Does he come up with it? Absolutely not. The ball's still out and stayed in bounds.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. In our replay speed, it did look like the ball was kind of trapped under him, and he might have been down. So I understand the inadvertent whistle, but Great play by
Well, wait a minute now. That they didn't change the down. It should be third down because the play ended at the whistle. So they should make it a third down here in the box. And they're not. It's third down. It's third down. Handoff, Collins, left side. Breaks one tackle, but he can't break the second one as he tried to get to the outside. Taylor Robinson comes in and makes the play. And that should bring up fourth down now for the Dragons. How can it be third down? That's impossible. That's impossible. That's third down right now.
Fifth down, part two?
Absolutely impossible. It's third down right now. If the down counted, you had the holding penalty, make it 2nd and 12. Then you had the lateral, and the inadvertent whistle kills the play. Otherwise,
the holding penalty made it first again.
No, it made it second down. It was 2nd and 2. The holding penalty made it 2nd and 12. Correct?
I thought the holding penalty may have been on first.
Okay.
You lose contain there.
11 yards to go on third down. Myers rolls out, and his pass is caught short of the first down. He's got Collins at the 38. What game am I watching here? That's impossible. It was 2nd and 2 because they got an 8-yard pass play on first down. You remember that? Then the hold on 2nd and 2 made it 2nd and 12. Then the lateral, which is a dead ball, unless they did it down over. What's this mean? Will you give me some love?
Well, you're right.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, the Braves are going to get the football back.
Could have been a touchdown. That could have been a touchdown.
I think Brody, they could have had the ball inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah. The kick by Mayers is a good one. Really good one. Colbert swallowed in across the 25-yard line, so the Braves will get it back. 3:08 to go. It's 6-0 Braves, and you're watching Williamstown football exclusively delivered by the Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other Pizza Guys wings. No one outwings the Hut.
Apparently, this is the second week of some. I'm not going to go there yet. I won't go there yet. From the 26, faking the jet, Brown gets to the 30, pick up a 4.
Little quarterback power option. You get the jet sweep motion, try to widen that defense up. You see Colbert come in motion here. Good backside cutoff.
Smile on his face, too, when they let this one go in the end. Look at this. Look. No, they didn't let it roll. Gain of 4. 2nd and 6 from the 30. Again, Colbert, there's the pass.
Great
that
catch.
Could have been backwards, but Brody does a great job to haul it in, and he's up to the 35-yard line. Be about a yard short of the first down.
That was a great catch. Hands catch. Ball was a little bit high. Thrown in front of him on that bubble screen, but we got to get a better job of blocking. You see two defenders in the backfield on Ezeraku. Got to be a little more stout at the line of scrimmage.
The news for you, that was a lateral. And Turner Inge will not get the first down on the carry. Stopped by the Dragon defense at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, wow. Zach Snyder comes through 43. And Williamstown's 4th and short. They're going for it.
They are going to go for it. They need probably a half a yard as they need the other side of the 35-yard line. Unless Dougie's going to try and get them to go offside. Now we're going to wait to see if the play clock.
You can see Doug smiling. They think they caught him.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to run something then. Let's figure this out.
Now they're going to run it. They're going to run it with Turner off the right side, and Inge is going to get the first down. Needed a yard, got a yard and a half.
Good job up front. This offensive line made it happen. You see number 53, Jake Durant. He tries to get out to the second level and pick up a block.
Nick Bruno just swallowed somebody.
Jake Eaton. Got to believe in your horses up front, and offensively, this team is loaded with skill position talent, but this offensive line is really underrated.
So Turner moves the sticks and a first down at the 37. That's
big cushion on
Lagamba.
number 3 on Keon Sav at the bottom.
He has the 69-yard touchdown catch. It's a draw play, and Inge is grabbed, but fights his way for a couple, and he's up to about the 39. That's a gain of 3.
Good job by DeAndre Mitchell, number 55. I mean, that's a heralded number. You're going to play up front on the defensive side of the ball. You get 55. You got to be a monster, and great tackle right there by limiting that gain.
Old double nickel. Name an Eagle great that wore 55 as a linebacker. I give you a hint. He was a Jaws teammate.
That's before my time.
Oh, I know that. I know. Dougie Brown, another deep ball. This one in double coverage, and it's too high for Sab. I think he timed his jump wrong that time.
Yeah.
The clock stops with 19 seconds left. See that one again there, Doug. It is not Mike Reichenbach.
We got trips to the bottom of the screen, the near side, and I think, the ball was thrown a little bit out of bounds. Took a shot.
So clock stopped with 19 seconds left in the first quarter, 6-0 Braves, and a third down and about 8 at the 40-yard line. So once again, we're ground level, though. It's like having the front row seats at a football game. It's not the best vantage point.
I love it with this beautiful screen we got here looking at.
That's different. Third down, Brown's got time to throw it. Signaling again, throws underneath, and the pass is too far for Donovan Ezeraku. Incomplete, and we'll see our first Brave punt of the night with 11 seconds left.
And that was good coverage all around. I mean, that was good coverage all around defensively. You've seen Quincy Noel. He's going deep. He had 2 defenders with him. Donovan Ezeraku, he's got a deep crosser. He's got a couple defenders chasing him. So you got to give credit where credit is due. And then for a team in Kingsway to get hit in the mouth in that first third down of the last Williamstown drive for the big touchdown to Saab, they bounce back and get a stop.
Jacob Pedersen is the kicker for the Braves this year, the punter. He's standing at his 25-yard line. Collins is back deep for the Dragons. He's just inside the 30. And this should be close to the final play of the first quarter. And they didn't get it off. They're going to throw a flag for a delay of game on this one. And that's going to push the Braves back 5 yards. P announcer says he'll back him up about 5 yards.
About 5.
That's exactly
4.5.
That's exactly 5
Maybe
yards.
5.5. About 5, yeah. Just take 5 big paces and we'll figure it out.
Now with 10 seconds left, the ball now at the 35. Pedersen actually punted quite well last week against Timber Creek. He averaged 43 yards a kick. Only had 3 of them. That's a low snap, and he just did get it away. It was deflected, and it was fielded up front, and this is not good at all as Van Morter takes it all the way down to the Brave 30. In the final play of the quarter, before we go to break, let's see who got in there, but it was not a good snap, obviously, and I think Myers got in there, yeah. Yep, Steve Myers.
It's a great job by the big fella, Van Morter, just being headsy because that ball looked like it was going to roll forward and might even creep up to midfield as a lucky break for Williamstown off that low snap and nearly blocked punt. But you got to protect first before you get out in your punt coverage. It's a twofold job.
End of one, 6-0 Braves on BFA.
You're looking to score in the 2020 Williamstown Braves season? Let's head over to Pizza Hut, official sponsor. Oh no! Could it be a fumble? No! Dougie Brown picking it up for the cheerleaders. Wasted no time finding a receiver over his fellow lineman. We've got Bruno and Cope out in front as he pitches it to Colbert. Colbert getting it to the Heisman pose and Donovan. Donovan looking to move the ball forward, or should we say pizza, and that's Rocca Bulldog. You know he's not passing up a nice slice, piping hot from Pizza Hut. He's coming down, he's headed to the end zone, he's at the 10, the 5, and he's going to hand it back to the cheerleaders. You want to score for your family, head over to Pizza Hut, and to score some tickets, be sure to click on the link to buy your Williamstown season pass. Thanks to our friends at Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of Braves football.
Start of the second quarter here in Kingsway. Swedesboro is our home tonight. Williamstown Braves football, exclusively sponsored by Pizza Hut. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, and our crew here tonight. There you see the Braves and on Huddle in the defense, and Mike Seidenberg's got to come up with something here because it's now 6-0. Williamstown with the ball at the 30, though, following a blocked punt. What are you so happy about? The graphics?
These cool. Listen, man. I don't know who's been producing our games for the last year and a week, but the guys that we have now are awesome. We need to keep these guys.
I'm sorry, but your check does not grow with the amount of compliments.
We need to keep these guys.
Serious business, though. A block punt, and the Dragons are already deep to start this series. They're at the 30 of Williamstown. So the last time the Braves were facing this type of an adversarial situation, they came up big. Yes, they came up big. Last week it was an interception and pretty much the same side of the field, same spot, about the 30-yard line. So we'll see what happens. So Ben Myers, that's Collins in motion, and the Dragons in business already. A rollout, Myers to the air. Now he's going to run as Hiraku tracks him down, and there is Division I talent.
Power 5 Division I talent. I mean, you thinking as a quarterback, you're going to turn this corner, pick up 12, 15 yards, and get out of bounds, and watch number 11 close in, great angle, and just bring the quarterback down. I mean, he's going to be something special up at Chestnut Hill, and the ACC is going to have to watch out.
A yard and a second down and 9. Brother Nate goes in motion. Collins is caught behind, and again it's Ezeraku.
Listen, I know, Chris, there are some schools, namely Rutgers, some other big-time places that are going to be hoping that he can open his commitment back up, his recruitment back up, because this is a two-tool player. He's going to be able to rush the passer and play the run. He could stand up. He could put on some weight, put his hand down. He can play offense. I mean, Donovan's one of the best athletes and student athletes that you'll find in the state of New Jersey.
So now a 3rd and 12 back at the 32. Myers rolling out, nobody open, throws it away. How about a 3 and out? Oh, and then a flag.
2 flags.
Well, did the pass reach the line of scrimmage if there was a concern about intentional grounding? And then the second thing is that pass interference? We got nothing on the pass. Nothing on the pass. We'll see what we have. Pass interference against the Braves. So now we'll have to see if we can get that one racked up again. But from what we saw, how do you call pass interference on a ball that was thrown 9 yards out of bounds? I mean, where's the pass interference?
Chris,
wow. They're going backwards. They're going backwards. This is crazy. So following the penalty, it's now a 1st down and 10 at the 17, and off a play fake, that passes underneath Collins and incomplete. I don't understand that at all.
Uncatchable is one thing. When you're throwing it away as a quarterback, you're about to get hit. I thought it was going to be a late hit or something, as a sportsmanlike on Donovan Ezeraku hitting the quarterback, but it was a clean hit, and he looked like he's throwing the ball away 3 yards out of bounds.
No, but also the flag came from the defensive backfield, so it had to have been something along the lines of the receiver. Pitch to Collins, nowhere to go. Taylor Robinson caught up to him, lost on the play.
I'm not sure if Coach Seidenberg lets these guys go to prom or any of the school dances, but you're not going to dance against his defense. If you're sitting in the backfield and you're trying to dance, there is no way around it. There are too many white shirts and blue pairs of pants coming at you.
Another loss, 3rd and 14 now for the Dragons. 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. 6-0 Williamstown here tonight on Braves football, exclusively sponsored by Pizza Hut. So the marker is the 9-yard line on a 3rd down and 14.
Let's see your lane in the game at defensive end position.
Myers going to run, gets the sideline, and is out of bounds nowhere near the marker. They will put it at about the 20, and it'll bring up a 4th down and long for the Dragons. So what do? You've got the nice turf. You kick it. Do you go for it?
Let's see your lane. You see right here, he takes a B-gap rush with a good job by hustling with a good angle. Rocco Baldo as well. You see Cody Langamba coming up, forcing the 4th down. They're going to try to get some points on the board.
Go get it.
And they are with the left-footed Tanzola.
We're coming.
From 36. And it's good. So the Dragons get on the board, a 36-yard field goal, 6-3. Braves in front, 9:34 on the clock here in the second. The Williamstown Braves season is sponsored exclusively by Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other Pizza Guys wings. No one outwings the Hut.
36-yard field goal by Nicholas Tanzola gets the Dragons on the board. 6-3 our score here tonight. Williamstown football presented exclusively by Pizza Hut. Here in Swedesboro, Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, and our BFA Sports crew here. We will not have a broadcast next week. We found that out. Clearview had a COVID outbreak, and they shut down the season. Clearview was the opponent next week. We talked to Athletic Director Dean Insana. He had said that they tried to get an opponent, but nothing really worked. And so far, it looks like it's the night off next Friday, sir.
Wouldn't be too bad. I missed the game. I may go watch somebody else play.
You may indeed. Robichaux's kick. Keon Sabb. Keon Sabb still going to the 45. That's a 39-yard return for Keon Sabb, who has accounted for the Williamstown offense, and he was on the receiving end of the 69-yard touchdown from Dougie Brown.
Just a smooth strider. It's going to be interesting when you see some of these strength and conditioning programs that you see around the country, when he can really start to get some speed training and start to define what position that they're going to want Keon Sabb to play at the next level, because he is so versatile and so explosive.
At the 44, Braves have it. They now lead 6-3. First points against the Braves this season, just like the first points against Kingsway this season. Lorenzo Hines, a flag comes in. The ball is out. See who came up with the ball.
Donovan Ezeraku.
Now we check the flag. This appears to be a hold against the Braves. It is. Trying to see the hold here, and I don't know. Do we have that one more time, Doug? See if we can rack that one up again. Here you go. I don't know about. He grabbed him.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chris.
No.
we got about 3 head scratchers, and we're still in the first half here.
Dear Lord, I hope I don't throw those kind of flags tomorrow. That's just no, not good. So now a 1st and 19 following the penalty. The ball is at the 35, and Brown's going to roll it out with time. Deep ball. And it's incomplete.
There's a little bit of congestion right now for this offense. Try to make some plays down the field. You got over the top of Keon Sabb, but even right now, Doug Brown rolls out. He's looking for somebody to get open. A little bit of a high throw. It's going to bring up a 2nd and long situation for this Braves offense.
So 2nd down and 19 coming up. At the 35, 2 wideouts to the near side. Same play and a roll, and this one's caught across the 40-yard line. Catch is made by Quincy Knoll. We have another flag, or do we not? We got an official coming in. And let's see what we have now. Ineligible downfield against the Braves. See if we can see a Coffee.
Well, it's easy to spot. We got the ball right on the line of scrimmage. Yep. Seen it, right guard. If I'm not mistaken, 53.
LaRusso.
Jake Durant is 53 on my roster.
No, there's Jake Durant. Yep.
Oh, it's 51. You're right.
Yeah.
It was LaRusso. 51.
I think it was LaRusso.
53.
So now it's back at the 30.
We're going the wrong way, Chris.
We're going the wrong way. The first down marker is the Kingsway 46. So you've got 2 downs to get 24 yards. Play fake. Brown in trouble. Gets away once, gets away twice, gets away 3 times. The ball is out and the Dragons have it. They needed a big play and they got it.
From the same young fella.
Van Morter. He
recovered the punt. They only got 3 points out of it. But at some point, you got to cut your losses, Doug Brown. I know you want to be the magic man, but right there, when you get wrapped up, I think when he gets out of the first sack, if we can get that a chance to replay that one. Doug Brown kind of shook out of a few sacks. Defensive end turns the corner. Just before that, he had shrugged off another defender in the backfield. At that point, you got to put that ball in the student section.
8:19 to go. Another Williamstown turnover, and at the 26. The Dragons have it. And a first down, and they've got their fullback, Zach Schneider, into the game, but they hand off Van Morter, and Van Morter gets good yards. He's down to the 20. That's a gain of 6.
And the big fella's up. He's strutting. He's feeling himself. He's trying to will his team, and we talked about it. Both of these defenses are no pushovers. Early score on the big play to stop for Williamstown, and obviously this defense, Kingsway, has been fighting as well. Got a way to get a stop and a block punt to put 3 on the board last drive.
Second down and 4 for Myers and the Dragons. Schneider again, and he is stopped, and Ezeraku led the charge. And a flag comes in, and I don't know if it's a face mask or not.
It has to be, yeah. As the ball carriers start to turn and spin around.
Let's see. Yeah, he knew it. He knew it.
Yeah, exactly. Unbelievable.
So that's going to probably be half the distance. And we've got, well, the Pizza Hut special, the original stuffed crust, large one topping, $13.99 Coffee Jones. Use promo code LE. 7.5 to go here in the second, 6-3. And a first and goal. Ooh. And a handoff is trapped behind the line of scrimmage. Collins is caught behind.
There he is.
On a great play, as usual, by Xavier Alexander.
I told you, he's a shorter nose guard. I've seen some guys playing like this, the arena level, Justin Lawrence, Terrence Taylor. Those shorter guys, they can get leverage on some of those offensive linemen. And a guy that athletic and explosive makes it yet another tackle for the loss in only his second game this season.
So the ball is at the 13-yard line. And a second and goal. Myers, Collins, left side, Can't get to the corner, and Joey Raccobaldo there.
And I respect it. And I'll be honest with you, as good as the defense for Williamstown is, there's respect for them on the other side by Kingsway. You notice they have not thrown this football. They got a kicker that they can trust. They put up 3 points on the last drive. And at worst, they're trying to get out of here with a 6-6 ball game after that turnover.
Here we go. Flag's coming. Every third play. Flag.
That's a live mic right there, folks.
This is not a virtual game. We do have some fans, limited capacity here in Swedesboro.
It's at the 11, and it's a 3rd and goal for the Dragons. Coming down the 6 minutes in the second quarter. Braves up by that 6-3 margin you see on the screen. Collins is to the left of Myers. Myers is going to pump, throws, almost intercepted by Brody Colbert. He stepped right in front of Steve Myers.
You know, there's those football or passes that are thrown right about chin height where you don't know whether to put your arms under the football or on top of it. Right there, it was thrown right at the face mask and could break up. But again, another great stop and bending but not breaking for the defense of this Williamstown Braves team.
This is from 27 for Tanzola to tie it. And the game is tied 6-6 with 5:56 to go in the second quarter. You're watching the Williamstown Braves delivered by the Pizza Hut.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
So the defense did what they had to do after they gave the ball to the Dragons at their 30. And another field goal by Nick Tanzola ties the game. It's 6-6. Kingsway and Williamstown here on Williamstown football here on BFA. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, and our BFA sports crew here tonight on a good matchup that we thought was going to be a good matchup, but the Braves are pretty much doing themselves in right now.
Struggling with the ball. There's nobody really open. Can't get the running game going. That's kind of been an issue. I look to see more of that bubble screen, jet sweep action with Brody Colbert going across the formation. Maybe start to open some lanes up for Turner Inge.
Speaking of Turner, he's back deep for the kickoff along with Brody Colbert. Now, last week, remember Brody fumbled the ball and Pat Gallagher went right back to him.
Of course.
Go deep, right?
I think we just hand him the ball. Let's see if we can do run after the catch right now because nothing's really been open down the field other than the one big play to this guy right here.
Sab on the Robichaux kick, still going. Tripped up across the 35-yard line. I'll tell you, don't take your eyes off him every time he touches the football this year, folks.
Just cruising. Look, just cruising right at about maybe a 4.5 speed. I'm sure he could probably run 4.4 when he's trying, but he's just at a different speed than everybody else.
Is it true they say his brother's better?
I'd be scared
and
to
he's
see
in
that.
7th grade.
That'd be we'll be better. I don't think he is better yet, but we'll be projected wise. You know, you talk about projections and
that's
looking
quite a
ahead.
compliment.
But he's only a junior. He's going to be back here for the Braves next season, terrorizing South Jersey.
That's a good word for it. First down for the Braves at 36. Option coming from Dougie. He's going to keep it and gets nothing on the play. Taken down by Steve Myers.
That's a great play by Myers. I got to give credit where credit is due. And if you're teaching outside linebacker or edge defender against the option, this is exactly the clinic tape you want to put on. You don't move your feet. You wait till the quarterback makes a decision. Doug decided to keep it. He didn't want to pitch it out late. And you make a tackle for a 1-yard gain.
Let's go.
2nd and 9 at the 37. I think people are really excited just to see football this season, maybe a little bit too excited. Play fake, Brown's pass, and it's through their hands and incomplete. And he had a receiver, and that was Keyshawn Watkins.
You got to make that catch. It's been tough. You see him at the top of the screen. The simple play action. Doug comes off the play action, hits him right, skinny post route. He may still be running if he catch that in stride.
Might have been thinking that. So a 3rd and 9. The marker is the 45. Ball at the 36. That's Hines in the backfield. Brown looks left. Now looks right. Signals deep. He's going to run for it. And he's going to be close to a first down, and he should have it. Near midfield, and he is still down. Brown took a shot. Oh, and this is not good. He's holding his left hip. The officials are not huddling, but there's Brown going to the sideline. He's going to have to take a seat on the bench. They haven't really given the spot yet. Now they are signaling first down.
They may measure. Now they're moving the chains. That's a good break right now for the Williamstown offense to get a fresh set of downs and get an opportunity to take a look at Doug Brown, and he's limping around on the sideline with his helmet off.
We couldn't tell what happened. We got an awful low vantage point with our cameras here at Kingsway. See what we can do on that. So with Colbert in motion, Cody Legamba takes the snap as the backup quarterback and picks up a couple as he's close to midfield. Gain of about 2.
Good to see number 6 walking out back out for the Williamstown Braves. Dougie Brown, senior leader, senior captain. Already a state championship on his resume. Looking for another one here in this 2020 senior season.
Now you wonder if that leg is going to affect him for the rest of the game or not. Colbert in motion, 2nd down. Brown going to try to run again. And he is grabbed from behind. The crowd wants a face mask, but there is none. Van Morton with the play, or Van Morter rather. This is clean here, Coffee, right?
I can't see because Doug spun around. That's clean.
Yeah,
that's jersey.
That's clean. That's
all jersey.
Yeah. So it'll be 3rd down and 8 at the 47. Three and a half to go until halftime. Brown to the air on 3rd down. Rolls out, throws back across his body. That's dangerous, but as Zaraku comes up with the catch, move the chains, pickup of 18.
And I got to give credit to the big fellas up front. Jake Eaton right there. You see at the last second, you get a blitz off the edge. Eaton steps up and picks him up. You get a little bit of help from Lorenzo Hines, your running back. And Ezaraku gets past the sticks and moves the chains for Williamstown, which was a rocky start to that drive.
From the 35 and a first down. And this is Hines, and he's tripped up after 2. And you can see now that this is the kind of game that if you're an official here in the trenches, you're going to hear it from both sides after every play. Yeah. He's doing this. He's doing that. He's doing this. He's doing that. Kevin Pandorf, a senior, number 56 for Kingsway, on the defensive end right there. See him, 56. After each play, he is in the umpire's ears, and we got to figure out why. 1 yard gain, 2nd down and 9. Brody, left side. 1 miss, but not 2. And then he loses his helmet. And he might have lost a yard back at the 35. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 10 for the Braves.
He wasn't on the play, but Elias Collins, you'll see at the last second, number 2, just flash and stay outside. Just do your job. Just come up. Keep contained. That's your job, to keep contained. And Brody Colbert didn't have anywhere to go on the edge, forced to cut it back. And it's going to bring up another 3rd and long situation.
Under 2 minutes to go here until halftime, and it's a 6-6 score. The Braves will get the ball to start the second half. Now Brown's going to move the offense, and Pat Gallagher is going to call a timeout. So the Braves will take their first one with 1:44 on the clock here in the second quarter. It's 6-6. You're watching the Braves, exclusively sponsored by Pizza Hut on BFA.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other Pizza Guys wings. No one outwings the Hut.
How do those wings look there, partner?
They look like chicken wings, like I used to love.
Used to. Tonight's game brought to you by Pizza Hut for all your game day snacking needs. Pizza Hut is the official sponsor of Williamstown football this season. 1:44, the Braves call a timeout. It's a 3rd down and 10. And the ball back at the 35-yard line, and there's Coach Pat Gallagher. I'm sure he's going to have a lot of things to say at halftime. A 3rd down and 10 at the 35. And this drive started around the 30-yard line on another Keon Sabb kickoff return. He has the only Williamstown score, a 69-yard pass from Dougie Brown in the first quarter. 2 Nick Tanzola field goals, and that's our scoring recap tonight. Brought to you by Pizza Hut. 3rd down, they're going to roll out Dougie. Here's his pass, and that pass is caught, or they're going to rule incomplete. They're going to rule incomplete. Again, we have a really difficult vantage point as Keon Sabb was the intended target in the 4th down.
Darnell Robinson in coverage. It's a tight, low throw, and
we have no idea at that
Sabb tried to go down and get it. We can't, like you said, with our vantage point, we're not going to be able to figure if he dug that football out.
So 4th down now with 1:38 to go. It would be, from here, a 53-yard kick for Amico, who's got the foot, but they're going to go for it. Here it is. 4th and 10 for the Braves. Brown rifles it. Incomplete, and it was deflected by Collins. He wanted Brody Colbert, and the ball will go over on downs. With 1:33 to go, and the Dragons have all 3 timeouts.
I am truly impressed with the coverage of Kingsway. I mean, you get a little bit of pressure on the edge. I mean, Doug Brown, he's a shorter quarterback. He had to drop a little bit deeper in the pocket to get a vantage point to see. But this coverage has been all over the place, and Williamstown has been stifled so far offensively other than one play.
The concession stand is not open, Coffee. Concession
I'm going
stand
home.
is not
I'm
open.
going home. I'm
There is
going to the chop house.
There is a convenience store that's maybe a quarter of a mile down the road, but not open. Collins in motion. 1st down for the Dragons. 1.5 minutes to go, and they have all 3 timeouts. Ben Myers to the air, near side, and there's a screen that is set up, and it goes no place, and Turner Inge read it beautifully. No room for Trevor Shorter.
Better than the read, Chris, and you talked about it, the tackle, being able to get him on the ground because you run this tunnel screen, you're going against the grain. I thought he had a cutback opportunity as Iraku may have cleaned him up, but great job by Turner Inge.
Mark Hendricks does not want to call a timeout yet, and we are at 1 minute. 2-yard gain on that screen, 2nd down and 8. 3-man rush. Myers gets it away underneath, and they're saying that's a drop. Incomplete. 3rd down. Steve Myers couldn't hang on to it.
Well, here we go. Here's an opportunity for Williamstown. If you can get this stop, especially on an incompletion, save your 2 timeouts and possibly get the ball back coming back out to try to score. You're going to get the ball back to start the second half.
And plus, you've got 3 that's fielding the punts back there along with 2 and 5.
Well, 3 times 2 equals 6 if you kick it to one of those kids and don't cover.
There's an ISO on Brody.
Doug Stasek showing off here. He got some new toys. You know how it goes.
It's like Christmas Day for him.
You know, it's beautiful, though. I love it.
Just a little bit of what you'll see throughout the season this year on BFA Sports Telecast as we have really gone high-tech. And now the timeout was taken by Kingsway. So they have a 3rd down and 8 at the 37-yard line. And like any good coach call, you already have to have your 4th down play in mind here. So if you're Mark Hendricks and you don't get anything here, you're kicking it.
Yeah,
right?
you're kicking it, definitely.
Yep.
You're definitely punting this football away. And even at this point, 3rd and 8, it's going to be tough. If you convert this 1st down, you're going to still be just short of midfield. You may think about trying to keep the ball inbounds because if you don't come up and get it, force Williamstown to use a timeout. You don't want to give Dougie Brown and this explosive offense, even though you've held them down, you could see in one play they can strike gold with any of these wide receivers and weapons.
Following the timeout, each team has taken one.
Maybe something safe, a screen pass. You see Donovan Ezeraku in the game for Williamstown at that defensive line. David Roberts, Chad Davis, Turner Ames on the edge.
Here it is, 3rd down. Ben Myers chased out. Ezeraku's on the run with him. Throws it, and incomplete. So the clock stops now with 45 seconds to go.
That's kind of best case scenario for Williamstown. And I can see the punting unit coming off the sideline for the Dragons. Look at the closing speed by Ezeraku. You got to get rid of that if you're a quarterback. He does just in time. And as we said, number 2, Brody Colbert. Number 3, Keon Sabb. Back to return.
Mayer's kick. Sabb's going to get a chance at the 30.
And here we go.
Sabb's still going. Keon Sabb. One man to beat, and he's caught from behind at the 20. Another electric return by Keon Sabb. Schneider with the touchdown-saving tackle.
He started off just like, you remember that miracle at the Meadowlands Part 2 with Deshaun Jackson where he fumbled the ball and kind of danced around for a second and then got downhill. Well, just for a split second, Keon Sabb started to go to his left and then just turned it right up the hash mark and showed that explosive speed to set Williamstown up with a scoring position with 30 seconds to go in this first half. No flag on the play. That is the beautiful part about that one, Chris.
Well, if there's no flag on the play, then the teams are on the sidelines. I think, no, there's a flag.
Where?
No.
Oh, come on.
Owen Marsh.
Don't jink me. On who? For what?
For who, for what? The block in the back on 21, Chad Davis. So let's see if we can see that one. And it's going to white. And it was downfield, too, because the ball's at the 48.
Yeah, I got to see this.
Do we have it, Doug Stasic? Oh, he gave me a sly look. 21, 20. Oh, it's all the way down at the 40. I got nothing there. Got nothing there. Wow. You are witnessing the worst of high school officiating this year in these two games. A game and a half. This is incredible. And you're talking to one. Face mask was good.
I don't want to trade you to get better officiating, Chris. I don't know if any of these guys can call a game as good as you. So,
wow, you've never
we're gonna deal with
seen me. You're just going on reputation here. That's Brian Cope. What's Brian Cope doing on the sideline? There was also an injured. Oh, it was Van Morter. He's up under his own power with 30 seconds left. So the block in the back puts the ball back at the 48-yard line. Face mask was a good call. We saw that, right?
Pass interference was bad on the throw out of bounds.
Pass interference was not a good call, and that was definitely not a good call, especially when it's downfield. And what you do is you have a lot of would-be tacklers turning their backs to blockers, and you have to be mindful of that. And you just don't throw the flag in that situation. So now Brown and the Braves have 48 yards to go in 30 seconds, and they have 2 timeouts left.
It's funny, so many football players, including myself, consider themselves pretty good at basketball. And I think, just like you talk about quarterbacks going out with the baseball team and learning how to slide, Take some of these football players out there in special teams. Teach them how to set a screen in basketball. You don't have to kill the guy. You don't have to get a cleanup block. You can just get in the way. Just set the screen. Be solid. Be stationary. If he runs into you, he runs into you. But we don't need the block and the backs and the clipping penalties.
How about we go above the rim, right? That'll work too, won't it? At the 48, here's Brown. To the air on first down, and he's going for all of it. Deep down there. Incomplete, and it should have been intercepted. It went right through Nate Meyer's hands.
I think they figured it out. Number 3's pretty good. So everywhere you look, there's 2 or 3 guys on him. Now, one time he got behind him. This time he does, but Doug's a little late with the throw. You're not going to be able to look these guys off. They know if number 3's running, we're trying to stay with him. Trips to the left side. Doug may want to take an opportunity over there.
Especially with Brody, who's in the middle. The inside guy. Screen is set up. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Turner inch, flag down.
Please don't be a formation penalty.
And this might be a legal it might be. It might be an eligible downfield on the screen pass.
The ball's completed behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, let's see. Let's see what we got. Marsh. A hold against Williamstown. Well, the good news is, though, at least he tells you who it is. Let's see if we can see the hold. I don't know, but the Williamstown faithful here tonight is really letting this crew have it. Unless we got some slow motion. Doug is really on his A game. I don't see a hold anywhere. Wow, wait a minute. What do you think? Is that it?
Yep. That's it.
I'm going to back it up again there, Doug.
Left guard.
Let's see. Look at Doug Stasic. Let's see what we got here. Let's go back to live. Brown, a long way to go for the Braves with 12 seconds left. Another flag is down. Deep ball, near side, incomplete. Clock is stopped with 7 seconds left. And they picked up that flag.
I think Coach Zeidenberg may just sit on this football and take it into halftime. Excuse me, Coach Gallagher.
7 seconds left. 3rd and a quarter. 3rd and 25.
3rd and West Deptford.
What do you do here? You hand off to Turner Inge, and you get across the 45, and that will end the first half. And it's been an interesting first half here at Swedesboro. But a competitive football game. Williamstown 6, Kingsway 6, and halftime is coming up next on BFA Sports coverage of Williamstown football, delivered by the Pizza Hut.
You're looking to score in the 2020 Williamstown Braves season? Let's head over to Pizza Hut, official sponsor. Oh no! Could it be a fumble? No! Dougie Brown picking it up for the cheerleaders. Wasted no time finding a receiver over his fellow lineman. We've got Bruno and Cope out in front as he pitches it to Colbert. Colbert getting it to the Heisman pose, and Donovan looking to move the ball forward, or should we say pizza, and that's Rocco Boldo. You know he's not passing up a nice slice, piping hot from Pizza Hut. He's coming down, he's headed to the end zone, he's at the 10, the 5, and he's going to hand it back to the cheerleaders. You want to score for your family, head over to Pizza Hut, and to score some tickets, be sure to click on the link to buy your Williamstown season pass. Thanks to our friends at Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of Braves football.
one of your more unusual longer half times as we're finally getting set to start the third quarter here at Kingsway with the score 6-6, the tie game. There you see it on BFA Sports. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, and our BFA Sports crew here tonight at Kingsway. Temperature down to 52 degrees, Coffee, and it's a lot chillier here under this awning.
Well, I got this new nice jacket, courtesy of Pizza Hut in Glassboro and BFA Productions, so I'm feeling myself right now.
Ed Herron comes through again, proprietor of Pizza Hut, where we have our Coach's Corner show every Tuesday night that we tape it, and we air it every Thursday right here on BFA. First half recap brought to you by, guess what?
Hut Pizza? Pizza Hut.
That's the one.
There we go.
The Hut of Pizza. 72 yards is the official touchdown. Dougie Brown to Keon Sabb early on. Actually, it was the first series for the Braves, and 2 field goals from Nick Tanzola. And that's our scoring, brought to you by Pizza Hut. Nobody out-pizzas the Hut. Braves deferred when they won the opening toss, so second half kickoff will be theirs to receive. Brody Colbert. Keon Sabb is back deep.
Outside, King's there. Outside. Get ready, Cody. Get ready, Cody. Go. Get a good return.
That's them on the right. Janqua's kick on the left.
Come on, Brody.
Brody Colbert from the 5. Left side's got some room. Across the 30 and near the 40-yard line. A good return for Brody Colbert and the Braves. And Dougie Brown, he was hurt in the first half. He had a sack and a fumble and a 72-yard touchdown pass. So what are your thoughts so far on Dougie?
It's been a struggle. This secondary for Kingsway, I got to give them credit. They've been as good as anybody that I've seen in the last few years in the state of New Jersey, including Williamstown. And Williamstown, obviously, I think, has had some better pass rushers, especially the last 2 seasons and this season with Mr. Ezaraku.
Marquez Cosby is the defensive backs coach for the Dragons, so doing the job thus far for Kingsway. Braves have a first down. They have a 38-yard line. And they start with a handoff to Turner Hinge. Turner gets to the 45-yard line.
You see Ainge, he was kind of leaning forward right at the snap. You could tell right here. You see the replay, he's leaning forward. He's ready to get that football. He's starting to get downhill. Simple dive play off the pistol action. And he picks up about 6-7 yards.
On that replay, you saw that Zach Schneider got run over. Inge again gets the carry, and he's going to be short of the first down by about a half a yard. So to bring up a third down. Okay, so I got a chance to speak to the official on the near sideline, the linesman who had the inadvertent whistle. He said because it was a loose ball, it is forced to go back to the previous spot and that there's no option. The problem with that is, though, he did not rule it was a forced ball. He ruled that he was down with possession, which would have killed it at that point. Inge for third time, got the first down. The ball almost came out, but now they're going to say he was down. Van Morter came up with the ball, but after he was down. And a first down for the Braves at the Kingsway 49.
It's a good start to this drive. You pick up a first down on the ground, the opening drive of the first half. You go deep on third down. You hit Keon Sabb on the scramble play for the deep touchdown. And here you go 3 straight plays to number 5. Move the chains.
Colbert, jet sweep, far side. And played well by the Kingsway defense. There's nothing there that time.
Saab had a decent block. I think he should have been better, but Quincy Noel's got to have a better block on that play. He's at the top of the screen. The corner's off. Last second, the corner comes up, jumps inside, and just beats him up the field. You got to do a better job like that. If you're going to expect to get the ball to wide receiver, you got to block for your teammates as well.
We couldn't see, but on the replay, it looks like that was Elias Collins, the corner that came in and made the play, and a good play there. Loss of a yard, second down and 11. And Brown's going to set up the screen, and there it is. Turner Inge. Inside the 40. Inge gets a big gain. First down, Braves at the 36.
And here we go. We talked about it last week. This is another big play. Good job by Inge, just selling it up the field. And a good job by Dougie Brown, being able to get rid of the football at different platforms. Gets up on his toes, just drops it over at the top of the D-line. And Inge does the rest to move the chains again.
And if he didn't run into Nick Bruno, he could have had a couple more yards on that play. As it is, it's a screen for 11. First down, Williamstown. Inside of 2 minutes gone here in the third quarter. 6-6 the score here tonight on BFA. It's Colbert. Option.
Oh.
Brown keeps it, and the Dragons were waiting for him. Nothing there.
That's an amazing job. Just doing your job. I mean, Doug Brown comes off of this speed sweep action and goes downhill for the quarterback power, and that was just a great job. Kevin Pandorf from 56, he just does his job, stays in his gap, and limits the game for only 3 yards.
And that's the one that was in the umpire's ears for most of the second quarter and about 6 or 7 plays in a row. 2nd and 9, here's a pass near side. Cody Lagamba gets a touch. Stayed on his feet for a little bit. And he gets out of bounds after a pickup of about 6. So it should bring up a 3rd down and 5. The ball, I think, at the 34-yard line.
Well, here we go.
I'll make it to 30.
Another 3rd down situation for Doug Brown in this offense. And I did see Doug starting to warm up to start this second half. He had a slight limp as he was working on his backpedal and his drop. Let's see if his mobility can come into play here.
On 3rd and 4, underneath. It is caught and close to the marker and then pushed back, and then the ball is out. No signal yet.
Of course they wouldn't.
Dragons think they have it, and they do have it.
I think it's Lagamba. It's right there in the slot. Just a simple hitch route.
That's
he
who it
sits
is.
down. He catches it.
I don't think he ever had it.
Right there. He's spinning around. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering why you don't blow it dead, blow it dead, blow it dead, and the ball comes out. It's on the ground. I see it.
Well, he's still moving.
His progress has stopped. He wasn't going forward, but obviously the tie's going to cut to the black shirts today.
Ooh, that's probably the most you've ever said in the 5 years I've been with you.
The home team's going to get the call. I agree. We call it a hometown call, home team call. Wow. That one cut in their favor. I thought it should have been a dead ball.
Braves move the ball down, and they come up empty again. So now Kingsway with a 6-6 score, and they've got the momentum in this one. They take over at the 27-yard line, and there's a handoff on 1st down up the middle for about 4 yards goes Darryl Brown.
It's 2 times in this game already you've seen drives by Williamstown end-to-end fumbles. You don't have an opportunity. You start to get something going with your run game. You make a simple pass play to convert the 1st down. Lagamba puts it on the ground, but I know him defensively. He's itching to make a play for his team to get the ball back.
Second down and a long 6 for Myers. There's a shoulder fake, then a deep ball far side and too far. Incomplete. Shorter was open, and he missed him. 3rd down.
Well, here we go. 3rd down. There's an opportunity to get off the field if you're Williamstown after the sudden change.
Pizza Hut is the official home of the original stuffed crust large one topping special for $13.99. Order now by using promo code LE. You do realize every Tuesday I'm like stuffed with Pizza Hut boxes when I come home. The breadsticks are just, they're unbelievable. You can have the breadsticks at least, right?
I did.
All right. Blitz coming. 3rd down, the pass. Caught and dropped immediately is Mayer. Brody Colbert put him down.
Got to put Brody Colbert. You know, when I was calling arena games, I would have my all-swag team, and I'd look out and just see how players are dressed, because that says a lot about how they feel in their confidence. Brody's got the blue spat, the socks, towel hanging out. They got the hair, got the long, beautiful hair. You know, we used to have hair like that, right, Chris?
High snap, yeah, sure. Myers gets it down, and a fair catch signaled by Colbert, and he makes it at the 35-yard line. That's a 37-yard punt. Nothing on the return. Braves back on offense in a tie ball game, 6-6 here on BFA.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
call or order online for your Pizza Hut orders. They are now contactless delivery at your local Pizza Hut. Braves back on offense, 6:45 on the clock here in the third. Lorenzo Hines up the middle, and Hines breaks through, and he lost the ball too. But was he down first?
Of course, they're not going to say he's down.
Now they may be talking about this one. I think they're talking about this one.
And that's Hines' second fumble.
But I think the ground caused that fumble. He bounced, and the ball came out. You don't have to be touched in high school football. Once you hit the ground, you're down.
I agree with that, but as a coaching staff and as a player, as a teammate, you got to know you get this football, you hand it to the referee when you're done at this run. See, it gets away from his body there as he's starting to take on some contact.
Oh, he's out.
That ball is out.
That ball is out.
I'm not going to the front, Chris.
Yep,
that's a
ball's
fumble.
out. No question.
Are they coming over here to ask us? Tell them bring chips.
No, they're going to give Williamstown the ball, or no, they're going to give it to Kingsway.
No, they gave it to Williamstown. I heard some cheers on our side. Got to be honest. I know our people, our fans watching 21-20 Chop House.
No, that ball is out, though.
Got to put the ball away. You got to keep it tight, tucked to your jersey, to your uniform. At the very last second, the ball comes out.
And the Braves do keep it, so they must have talked them into that one. So that's a break for the Braves, and they needed that. Hines again up the middle. Into Kingsway territory, goes down to the 49. Pick up a 4.
Got to be able to take care of the football. That's the 4th fumble by Williamstown. You lost a few of them. In a 6-6 ball game, every possession is going to count.
Very unbrave-like tonight. Three wideouts for Dougie. Second down and short. The throw underneath. Colbert with the catch. First down Braves inside the 45.
You see the cushion. You can see it right there on your TV screen. Defensive backs, there's nobody off. You can see simple slot out route. Brody Colbert. Ball thrown about knee high. Goes down, makes the catch, turns it up, and moves the chains.
5.5 to go in the third, and a tie game. 6-6 here on BFA. First and 10, Brown to the air, and he's going down. Van Morter came through on the blitz, and a loss on the play.
Wow. This is something that this offensive line is going to have to wake up and help their team out, because this defense is as legit as you can believe. And if that's a screenplay, you got to hold up a little bit longer before you let those guys through on Dougie Brown. And great play call, but bad execution by the left side of the offensive line. You got to be a little more stout, especially on a blitzer. Slow them down a little bit, then get out into your route.
5 blockers and 6 rushers. That's not good math.
But it looked like Hines was setting out for a screen, so might have been a great call, but Doug just didn't have the time to get the ball out.
Second and long. The pass is high, but Saab comes down with it, turns it back, and gets back to the original line of scrimmage +1. He'll be marked at the 41-yard line. So to bring up a third down and about 9 for the Braves. They need the 32 with 4:13 to go.
Some of the yardage back, so it's a manageable situation. And you got 2 of your most dangerous weapons on the same side of the field to Dougie Brown's left. Keon Saab and Brody Colbert in the slot.
Brown looking left all the way.
Good block, Hines.
Chased out. It's going to run. He'll have a first down and a lot more. Brown finds the sideline and gets out of bounds. Dougie for 17, first down.
And you give credit where credit is due. And a great job by number 24, Lorenzo Hines, taking on that blitzing linebacker and getting him right up the field. That's a great block, young man. I got on you for fumbling the ball and the ball security a few plays ago, but that's how you make up for it. Sacrifice, putting your body on the line, and allowing your quarterback to pick up another first down.
Down to the 26 for the Braves, and they've got a 1st and 10. With 3:48 to go. Lorenzo Hines for a yard. Maybe 2.
Real conservative play call there after the first down conversion by Dougie Brown. You want to still hit those body blows, those gut punches, those runs up the middle, and attack this interior, which has been stout so far from Kingsway.
Hines got 3 officially, 2nd and 7. We come to 3 minutes to go. There's a split screen for you, Coffee. Hines again. He's got room. He's down to the 15-yard line. And that's good enough for a Brave first down.
Just right downhill run. Great block. You see it on the screen, number 63, Samuel Burek. He gets his lineman up the field, and Hines is starting to feel it last few plays.
Give it to Hines again. Gets 3. Down to about the 12. And you're shaking your head. You're nodding your head, actually.
I'm agreeing with this play call. You keep running at this defense, you're going to start to see some hands on some hips. You see 1, 2, 3 defenders and hands on their hips right now. They're starting to get a little bit of gassed. They've been out here for a while on this drive trying to play the run, and don't be surprised if you see Dougie Brown pull one of these zone reads.
2nd down and 7. Pressure from the far side. Hines picks it up.
Block Hines.
Dougie's going to roll. Nobody open. He's just going to throw it away.
Smart play. There is a flag on the play. Did Doug get pushed or hit late?
Well, the white hat's not near him, so I don't think it's not his flag.
Doug's body language is saying it's going to be against the Braves.
Oh, intentional grounding. Oh, wow.
He was clearly outside of the pocket.
Well, that's not a consideration in high school football.
Oh, wow.
But that's going to be 5 yards from the spot of the foul, and it'll be a loss of down, so the down will count. So now it'll be 3rd down and looks like 12.
Need to find a way.
2:07. Sorry, 2:07 to go. We're not going to get a secondary signal from Owen there, okay. So 2:07 on the clock, and now it's a 3rd down, and the board says 18.
Looking at the sticks, it's about 18.
Yeah,
Well,
well, that means that he threw that ball 13 yards behind the first down marker. 3rd and a lot over the middle. Tipped and off of Colbert and incomplete.
good job by Devin Coburn, left tackle. You see him at the last second. He just does his job, keeps kicking out to the widest defender, picks up the blitz. Thought Doug maybe be able to take a shot down the middle to Keon Saab. They're going to go for it. It looks like in no man's land, and they're going to try to kick a field goal. And last second, coach said, let's try to get some points.
Well, they better hustle because that play clock is running down, and unless Pat Gallagher wants to do it and let the play clock expire, this is going to be 40 yards for Amico from the right hash to give the Braves the lead. And there's the whistle.
Missing somebody.
And I think it is a timeout by Williamstown.
Yeah, they only had 10 men in the field goal unit.
There's assistant coach Wade Ainge, Turner's dad. He's a good football player himself. As is Wade Jr. That's us. And that's the Braves, and that's Coach Pat Gallagher after the timeout. It's a 4th down and 18, and they were lining up for what would be a 40-yard field goal from Brendan Amico. He's got plenty of foot to do it. And I think that after the timeout, they're going to give him another shot at it. So this is no gimme.
But it could be big because this has been a old AFC North SEC grinded out battle. Two great defenses.
Brown will hold it. Not even close. So Kingsway will get it back at the 20. It's a rule to touchback in high school football. And again, the Braves come up empty.
Yeah, with that decision, you got to give some trust to your kicker at this point. I'm not sure if the coaching staff is thinking maybe we should have gone for it knowing they're going to get the ball at the 20 anyway. Maybe an underneath route or a screen or something to see if you could pop one. But nonetheless, this Williamstown defense is going to be back on their heels, back on the field.
So from the 20, Kingsway and Ben Myers. You can hear assistant coach Mark Zook, who's famous for these inspirational speeches before the game. First down carry. Collins gets free from one and then is dropped after a gain of close to 8 yards on the play. Taylor Robinson, end of run there. And that's one thing about Taylor Robinson, end of run.
Two guys, I just kind of wish if there was a pill or something we could do to increase height. I think they'd be Division I Power 5 players on this team. Dougie Brown, a quarterback, obviously. And Taylor Robinson, I mean, he's listed at 5'8". What's he listed at?
It's at an 8 or a 9.
Listed 5'9". It may be generous, but he plays like he's 6 feet, especially against the run for a guy of his stature. He tackles as well as any DB in South Jersey.
They gave Collins 6 on the play, so second down and 4. And now they're going to try it, believe it or not, with another fullback, and that's DJ DePietro. Nothing there for him, so bring up third down for the Dragons with just about a minute to go here in the third, and you see the score tied at 6.
Good job by Roccabaldo coming up, just spilling the play out wide.
Well, they're going to have to run it. Just enjoying Mark Zook, though, on the sideline. Really giving it to him. 3rd and 4 is a big play here for the Brave defense. They're going to roll Myers out on third down. And he throws deep. And nothing there and no flags. And you have to throw that in after a night like tonight. But Sabb and Hines in coverage. And 4th down, and the Braves do a 3 and out.
You're going to win this game. You're going to have to earn it. And we've seen some games where we've had running clocks. We've seen some games where, you get your backups, you get your underclassmen some chances to play in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a dogfight for both of these teams as we move into the final period after this punt.
You know who's watching us? John Wood, back home. So his mom and dad.
Very nice.
He says hello, coffee.
Tell him I said what's going on. Oh!
Bad snap. Chased down by Mayers. Now he's getting trouble. Can't kick it, and the Braves get a big break. They drop him at the 5-yard line. Bad snap. And Chad Davis makes the play. They were all back there.
Yeah, and the snap went high, and I couldn't see his number, but he jumped and popped his head up to go down and cover the kick. That's their first job, and I hate to see it as hard as Kingsway has played defensively tonight, to see a self-inflicted wound. You want to go out there and play your best against their best. And a self-inflicted mistake like that sets Williamstown up on the doorstep.
And I don't want to shortchange Turner Inge because he also was down there. He actually made the first contact. But what a break for Williamstown, and they needed it. I mean, this is a game that has had, again, just like last game, 0 rhythm to it.
Xavier Alexander in the backfield.
He's to the left. It's Inge up the middle. Now we wait. There's the push. Officials signal. It's a touchdown for the Braves. The heart of this team gets Turner into the end zone.
You hate to see it if you're a Kingsway Dragon fan, but you got to do your own job. And the self-inflicted mistake, you snap the ball over the punter's head, got to give credit to this Williamstown defense. They did force the stop. You got to force a punt to get a botched snap. But in the end, Tanner Ings getting helped by his offensive lineman, Kobe Ezeraku. And we talked about it, number 44, Big Xavier Alexander, getting Williamstown the lead back.
Schneider is the injured Dragon, so we're going to take a break. 12-6 Braves, back with the extra point after this on BFA.
Yeah, and remember, take the score out.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other Pizza Guys wings. No
you
one
can't take it out.
outwings
Okay.
the Hut.
Drive that time coffee following the botched punt by Kingsway, and Turner Inge goes in from the 5-yard line for a touchdown. And here it is.
She coming right behind that left side. You talked about Devin Cope. Look at that push right there. When you get that type of a crease from your left side of your offensive line, then you get a fullback like Alexander going downhill.
He's not in yet, yeah.
But the momentum of the pile, he's still got his feet going. He's holding on to that football. And obviously our condolences and prayers. And good job by the medical staff of Kingsway.
Zach Schneider now being walked off the field. He's had a good ball game for the Dragons tonight. It was his tackle that saved the touchdown on the Saab return, because Saab really had Myers in front of him, and he was nothing for him to get through.
And, Chris, you know, one thing I'd love to see the adjustments. And if it was possible for us to be in meetings on Monday or tomorrow for both of these coaching staffs, win or lose, both of these staffs are going to have some adjustments that they're going to want to make, but they're going to look back at this game tape and see the mistakes that they made, the penalties on the Williamstown side, regardless of, you know, whether or not they're questionable calls. You've got to take care of the football, the fumbles, snap over your punter's head. Both of these teams have had opportunities to win. It's going to be interesting to see in the fourth quarter who holds on.
Amico's extra point. Got that through. And that was the final play of the third quarter here at Kingsway. So the Braves up 13-6. The final 12 minutes is next here on BFA Sports. Williamstown football is exclusively sponsored by Pizza Hut.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
You're looking to score in the 2020 Williamstown Braves season? Let's head over to Pizza Hut, official sponsor. Oh no! Could it be a fumble? No! Dougie Brown picking it up for the cheerleaders. Wasted no time finding a receiver over his fellow lineman. We've got Bruno and Cope out in front as he pitches it to Colbert. Colbert getting it to the Heisman pose, and Donovan looking to move the ball forward, or should we say pizza. And that's Rocca Bulldog. You know he's not passing up a nice slice, piping hot from Pizza Hut. He's coming down. He's headed to the end zone. He's at the 10, the 5, and he's going to hand it back to the cheerleaders. You want to score for your family? Head over to Pizza Hut and to score some tickets. Be sure to click on the link to buy your Williamstown season pass. Thanks to our friends at Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of Braves football.
Just in time, we welcome you back. Start of the fourth quarter tonight. Braves with a 5-yard touchdown following the botch punt, and they're in front 13-6. This is Amico's kick following that score. And this is Collins at the 7, and he is dropped at the 15-yard line. Sergio Rodriguez is having quite a night on special teams for the Braves, Coffee.
I need to see him in offensive defense because he's been hustling down. I saw him pregame. He was a little fired up, ready to get out here and get out to Kingsway. And if you're the first man down and you're making tackles like that, that is something I'm going to tell you, Chris, college coaches and scouts are going to look at. They watch whole game. They don't watch your Huddle highlights as much as you put your music on there and you got your swag and stuff. They're not watching your highlights. They're watching full game films. They're showing up and seeing, do you play on special teams?
At the 16-yard line, Ben Myers, 200-plus yards passing last week, only 87 tonight. And thus far, Kingsway can only manage 2 field goals, and this isn't going to go anywhere.
Wow.
Roccabaldo, Ezeraku, meet me at the quarterback.
Watch how fast Donovan gets around. He goes up the field. Watch him on the edge, down lineman, up the field, and then back inside the block. I mean, there's just nowhere to go. He could have took the handoff. There's going to be some trouble in the ACC when you play Boston College next year. Man.
So on that play, it was a loss of 2. 2nd and 12, and I think Donovan jumped the gun on that one.
Well, he jumped at the first snap, and they got him. And smart coaching staff by Kingsway, they say go on to next play. Slow that young man down.
And he did that. Now the umpire is telling Dez, knock it off. Still can't get used to the officials in gloves, though. Quarterbacks, yes. Officials, no. So it's 2nd and 7 now following the penalty. First minute of play in the 4th. DJ DePietro joining Myers in the backfield. And that's Darryl Thomas in motion. The pass goes far side.
Oh, Roccabaldo, great
down to
job.
23. Shorter, and we got some more stuff. And a flag.
Why? 3rd down. You're going to be 3rd and long. Your best defense in the state. You're going to be 3rd and long with a 7-point lead in the 4th quarter. Team backed up inside their own 20-yard line. You can't make a play like that, Mr. Robinson, if that's who the penalty is on, which it looked like.
Well, if we can read Marsh's lips, he said white. Now, that radio, that microphone is to the crew. It is not to the public address here at the stadium. That ball, unsportsmanlike, yep, against the Braves. See if we can see it again. Seemed like it was harmless
Quick
enough.
screen. You see Roccabaldo just backdoors the play. Hits it on the ground. You see Robinson. He's getting held a little bit. And he pulls a...
Oh, right in the face.
A little bit more.
Right in the face.
It wasn't
Can't do that.
Khalil Mack last night.
Taylor, you can't do that. Oh, that was nice.
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it because of the reaction. Look, with momentum, you could hip toss anybody.
1st and 10 at the 38. And Mayers only gets a yard.
As the Rock was coming out of the game, it looked like he was reaching for his left arm, and he's actually down on a knee on the sideline right in front of the sticks.
2nd down and 9, coming up on 10 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter of a 13-6 Braves lead. Week number 2 of the abbreviated season here on BFA. And we just had a receiver come off the sideline and not go to the numbers, and that's a big miss there by this crew.
There's the flag.
Well, they got to blow it dead. So it's at the 49 where they blow it dead. I mean, that's unsportsmanlike. And they're going to call illegal substitution. And that's because that receiver did not go inside the numbers when he came off the sideline. Got to get inside the numbers for that. That's why in college and high school the numbers are where they are. In the NFL, those numbers are more toward the middle of the field. College and high school, they're 9 yards from the sideline. That 9 yards is key. That receiver's got to get inside that 9 yards to be considered a legal substitution. So,
Chris, we don't keep you around just for your good looks.
I know.
We need information like this. This is why.
I know.
This is why you're here.
It's a tough burden. Like Chrissy says all the time, that she has to get V-neck shirts. So it's now 2nd and 15 with 9:23 to go. On a fake, Myers keeps it and runs right into Joey Roccabaldo. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and long.
We got an injured player, look like from Kingsway. Can't see a number. See Turner Inge trying to stretch right there. It is starting to chill up a little bit. This temperature has dropped under 60.
That's one of the Myers. And that weather forecast tonight, ladies and gentlemen, was brought to you by Coffee Jones, the meteorologist, and Pizza Hut. So the clock is now running with 8:43. There's a big play here. This is 3rd and 9. And for Myers and the Dragons, they've got to convert here. They cannot give the ball back to the Braves.
Here we go. Watch the screen pass. This defensive line. Ezra was not on the field as well. Your senior leader.
And Sear Lane is coming. He's double-teamed. Pass over the middle. It's caught. Shorter's got a 1st down to the Brave 45 and a little spin of the football.
You make a catch like that in traffic on a good cover guy like Lorenzo Hines. Outside, post route. That's high-level football right there. You broke it down to a dig route, but a great catch to move the chains, and that's a good pass play, one of the better ones we've seen offensively, execution-wise, from Kingsway.
21 yards on that play. 1st down to the Williamstown 46. 8 minutes to go. 7-point game. Myers, Darryl Brown to the 40. He got 6. Be 2nd down and 4.
And right now is an opportunity. You got a defense that's tired. You converted a few 3rd downs. You're going to be able to move the ball. But I'm watching to see when number 11 is going to come back onto the field for Williamstown. He's the leader of that defense. Donovan Ezaraku is not on the field right now.
Do you see him on the side? There he is.
I do. Yeah, I see him right behind
Coach
the sticks.
Zook.
Yep. Right behind the yard marker.
On 2nd and 4, it's a fake, and Myers is dropped. And Turner Inge got there first.
Now, I'm going to ask Turner, did you guess on this one? Because you guessed right. Because right now, if we can look at this replay, you get the jet sweep action. He's at the bottom of the screen on the edge. He gets up the field. He looks. He's like, you know what? I'm going quarterback. And he guesses right and gets the TFL on the quarterback. Great play. Setting up another 3rd down for this defense.
3rd and 4 at the 40. No gain on that keeper by Myers. Bleachers getting into it. Myers' pass is caught. 1st down, Kingsway inside the 30. That's Shorter.
This kid is out there. We said it earlier. He's got the size. He's going against Taylor Robinson. Decent coverage. Doesn't back off too long. Oh, here's the tackle for loss from Ings. That was 2 plays ago. But on that 3rd down, he just gets the comeback route. Taylor thought he had a breakup or maybe even an interception, but great hands by Shorter and another 1st down by Kingsway.
At the 19-yard line, the move continues. 6:23 and running. Here's Myers underneath. Caught to brother Nate. A flag is down. This has got to be against the offense.
Yeah, the play happened. The flag came out so fast when the ball was being thrown. And yes, Kingsway is going to be backing up.
So Marsh is signaling number 6, which is DJ DePietro. Let's see where they go. See what the call was. Or he already signaled it. So the ball is all the way back to the 34. We didn't get the call, though. So it's 6:14 and a long first down throw, and it's incomplete. And a great play by Lorenzo Hines.
I'm liking what I'm seeing from Hines in coverage. He's bouncing back, and a great job just adjusting to the football and not getting the pass interference penalty. You can see right here, they tried to take a shot, simple play action. You get a little bit of a blitz. You put the ball up, 50-50 ball, and just hang it in the air, gets that arm on the football to break it up.
2nd and 15, 6:09 to go. That had to be a big penalty then. This is a screen set up on the far side, and I'll tell you what, Schneider had some room, and he wiped out at the 36.
I think it was going to be a collision. I think Taylor Robinson was going to come up there, and he was going to stick that number 20 right on the football. But now, here you go. You got a long yardage situation. If you're Williamstown, you got the best pass rusher, in my opinion, in South Jersey, and Donovan Ezaraku. Still. Oh, no, he's back on the field now.
Looks like 3rd and 16. And the ball is at the 36-yard line. 5.5 to go.
Here we go.
3 wideouts for the Dragons. And Mayers throws, and it's underneath, and that's Brody Colbert getting in the way of that. Incomplete. Good play there by Brody.
Yeah, just breaking up. They were going to take half of it. This is going to look like it was going to be 2-down territory for Kingsway. Just a simple route. That was going to pick up about 8 yards and bring them up with a 4th and manageable situation. But now, 4th and long, they're sending their punting unit out.
With 5:20 to go and all 3 timeouts, Mark Hendricks decides to punt. The last punt didn't go so well. This is a better snap, and Myers is going to try to pin the Braves back. Goes for the corner, and he got it. See where they spot it? Looks like at the 15-yard line. 31-yard punt, but effective. Nothing on the return. And the Braves have it. 2 timeouts, 5:15 to go on the clock, and they have a 13-6 lead tonight here on BFA Sports. Williamstown football is exclusively sponsored by Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other Pizza Guys wings. No one outwings the Hut.
For all your game day snacking needs, look no further than the Hut. The Pizza Hut, home of the big dinner box and the $13.99 original crust. Special, large, $13.99 using promo code LE. A misdirection on first down. Ooh. And there's Hines, and he's tripped up after he got across the 20.
Man, that's a good tackle. You got to love this secondary, the way that they're playing for Kingsway. Let Keon Saab get behind you on one play. 3rd snap offensively for Williamstown. But right here, I thought Hines was going to go for at least 15, 20 yards. And at the very last second, he gets flipped up.
He might have gone in the air for 3 yards after the contact.
He's an athlete. He is an athlete. You've seen it defensively. You've seen him hang in the air to get that PBU on the last drive defensively. And he's back on the field. Another one of these Iron Men that you'll see all over high school football.
All right, TFL was tackle for loss. And PBU's what?
Pass break.
Beautiful. That's why he's the best color guy in the business, folks. Lorenzo Hines with a carry off the right side. Schneider pulls him down, but good enough for a Brave first down. Clock will stop with 4:22.
And every coach in America will talk about it. You got your 2-minute offense when you're down and you're pressed against the clock. Then you got your 4-minute offense. Right now, you're in 4-minute mode. Talk about it. Time on the clock. 4 minutes left. You're up. You got to be able to run the football. You're telling your running backs and ball carriers, 2 hands on the ball. Don't fight for extra yardage. Get what you can. Secure the football. We're going to try to close this game out with the ball in our hands.
We're going to see Sergio Rodriguez, too, on offense and the special team star this far tonight for the Braves. He lines up. He's number 1. This is a first down for the Braves, and now Dougie's going to do one of the things he does best. He is masterful at this, where he will run the clock down to pretty much 1. And then, unfortunately, he's got to call a timeout here because there's confusion on the sideline. So we'll take a break. 3:38 to go in the ball game. It's 13-6 Braves on BFA Sports coverage of the Williamstown Braves, exclusively sponsored by Pizza Hut.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
The Big Dinner Box, part of the Pizza Hut package, exclusive sponsors of Williamstown football this season. Join us Tuesday at the Pizza Hut at Glassboro for the Coach's Corner show, and proprietor Ed Herron does a fantastic job for us.
Awesome.
Following the timeout, 3:38 to go and a first down for the Braves. Quincy Knoll in motion, misdirection. Brody Colbert stays in bounds, gets across the 30. Now we'll look at the Kingsway sideline to see if they will call one of their 3 timeouts.
I think you wait. At this point, I feel like just looking at the clock, you got at least one more first down for Williamstown before they would be forced to start burning their timeout. So you're looking at 3 first downs for Williamstown, and you can close this game out. But a good job right there by Brody Colbert, picking up at least 5 yards because he looked like he was stuck in the backfield in that lateral play.
So he is now staring at the field judge who has the game or the play clock. He's on the far sideline. He has the red wristband. And we'll wait for him to, here he comes out. And there's 5. And then there's the snap. Hines for a couple up to the 34-yard line. Pick up a 4. Third down and 2.
And the way you want to do it if you're Williamstown, you got one time out here.
And Kingsway will call it. They've got 2 left, 2:39 on the clock. Braves still up by a touchdown. So we'll stay right here and go over the game plan here, Coffee. It's a 3rd and 2. They called their first timeout. To get a first down here, you can put them in a lot of problems.
Well, the next 2 plays are going to be key for Williamstown to close this game out and put a stamp on this second victory of the 2020 season. Obviously, you need to convert this first down. You're about 2 to 2.5 yards short. If you convert that, I'm pretty sure that with 2 timeouts, if I'm Kingsway, I'm not going to call the timeout right there. I'm going to let it play after the first down run. So that first down run is going to be key if Williamstown can convert. So we're going to worry about this 3rd down right now because timeouts and game clock hasn't come into play yet.
On the money. So it all comes down to this 3rd down play.
Even if Williamstown converts it, it'll be big, but it won't be completely over. They won't be able to take a knee with 2 timeouts left and over 2:30 remaining on the game clock. So converting this is going to put – it's at least going to take one shoe off. Can't kick them both off yet.
Third and 2. Full house in the backfield. It's Turner Inge across the 35. He's near the marker, and he's got it. The official on the far side killed the clock, signaling it's a first down.
Ooh,
but his knee was down at the 35.
The ball's just over. He's not at the 30s. In my opinion, I think it's between the 35 and 36-yard line. He actually falls down on the 36, but when his knee goes down, I think it's just shy of the 36, and they may want to measure this.
They move that ball back. I
don't think it's that far back, but
oh boy, that official came in. He killed the clock.
I'm not going to say it's touching the line where he was down.
Oh boy. Wow, look at this. Can we freeze that right there, Doug? Right there.
I think
that
they may be right.
That ball's well
across.
Got a
weird angle.
That ball's well across the line.
You got to go for it. I think you got to trust your defense. I think you got to go for it. You got to put this game on the.
Wow, this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
I think you bring Alexander back in the game at fullback.
Watch this.
And he goes down there. I think he's right, Chris. I think he's right. I think he's short right there. He's right above the line, and then he
Now
reaches
his knees
out.
down. Now his knees down.
It's close.
Yeah.
But I think you go for it and try to win it here. Put it on Nicholas Bruno.
That's what they're going to do. Wow. From the 35 on the keep, Dougie's got it. Little push from the offensive line. Didn't need much. Devin Cope on the left side did the job.
So now when you talk about Williamstown and their chances to ice this game away with only one timeout left.
Watch 60.
Cope turns and not just 60. Who's that? Is that Davis? I think it's Chad Davis, 21. He got in there and got behind his quarterback and started to push him over the first down marker as well. Good job by Chad Davis. And Williamstown is going to be 10 yards away from their second victory of the season.
So now the Braves will kill as much clock as they can. Hendricks has 2 timeouts left. We have 1:42 and running. Colbert on the sweep. Brody will stay in bounds. And he does. And there's the timeout from Kingsway. They have 1 left.
That should be their final timeout, if I'm not mistaken.
They should have 1 left, Coffee. No?
I'll be
the board
honest with you,
doesn't
Chris.
have it.
I don't think they do.
Well, Williamstown called the first time out of the half. But here's the go-ahead score, by the way. And this was the Turner Inge, the 5-yard touchdown run. And this followed the botched snap on the punt by Kingsway that set the Braves up in a 1st and goal at the 5, and that was the 1 play.
And if I'm looking correctly on that play, it might have been Davis in there again at tight end. Just claving in that left side, him and Devin Cope, to allow Turner Inge to get in the end zone to break the tie from 6-6 and give Williamstown a touchdown lead. But here we go. You're about 7 yards away from being able to take a knee and ice this game if you're the Braves.
Did we miss a timeout? I don't think that board has the timeouts. Our graphic shows 1, but we'll see. 1:33 to go. 2nd and 6. Hines, and that's going to do it. Oh, he fumbled the ball. But Brody Colbert comes up with it. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Let's get out of here, Chris. Let's get out of here. I need a ginger ale. They got him at Pizza Hut at Glassboro.
Oh, boy.
I'll get me one. Oh, that's it. Just go down and you're done. Night's over. Good job. Well,
Brody just stole it.
he started off with a play on the opening kickoff, taking a penalty, and we kind of got mad at him, and he made up for it right there. And we should see the victory formation for Williamstown and Dougie Brown, and we'll be able to go to 2-0.
It wasn't pretty, but again, Mike Seidenberg, tip of the cap to him, the defensive coordinator, only allowed 2 field goals, 1 after a turnover, and they can only manage 17 yards following the turnover.
But on the other side, you think about it, you allow 1 touchdown to the best athlete in the state, in Keon Saab, you pretty much shut Williamstown down. If you don't snap it over your punter's head.
Turner Inge gets a big carry, but
that's just for
won't
stats
matter.
and his yards per carry average tonight. That may make him player of the game, but a great job all around on the defensive side of the ball by this Williamstown Braves unit.
So 1 knee for Dougie Brown and the Braves, and they will go to 2-0 on the season with a hard-fought win here tonight at Kingsway, 13-6. Wasn't pretty, Coffee. Now for Williamstown next week, they had Clearview on the schedule, but that's a wash because Clearview had to cancel the rest of the season. And believe it or not, they're not going to play. So we got an off day next week. So the Braves right now are 2-0 on the season. They beat Kingsway. Again, tough one. 13-6, Williamstown wins over the Dragons of Kingsway. So for our BFA Sports crew and our producer extraordinaire, Doug Stasic, Al Fisher, Charles Hope on the cameras, everybody with BFA, this is Chris Losey with Coffee Jones. Thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you in a couple of weeks here on BFA. And Williamstown football exclusively sponsored by Pizza Hut.